I'm saying that you asked me, do you ask me something?
Thank you.
I mean,
Yeah, we should put everybody on a pedestal. The concerts aren't happening for another 4 months. Go ahead. How's yeah, California's fine.
Yeah,
I
it would be
really
pretty
like
nice.
it.
Everything working, Patrick? You streaming? Beautiful. Okay, we'll get started then. Hey, Greg. It looks like we're streaming. If we run into technical difficulties, vibe. I love this is such a cool hangout. I love seeing people ping.
I think they're gonna
Yeah.
leave.
All right, everybody, we're about ready to get started. We're gonna kill the music here. Hey, Nar, welcome. What's happening? Nice to see so many friendly faces. Welcome to the NFT Oasis, everybody. This is our weekly Saturday art walk. Every week at noon PST, we have been bringing artists from all around the world together to have a beautiful experience in this mountaintop gallery designed by our illustrious Greg Edwards over here in the cowboy hat. To my left, you'll see Patrick Booth, another one of our co-founders. He is live streaming the event today. So we'll get started with our interviews. We're going to be starting from the main gallery here, all the way downstairs. NFT Oasis, for those of you who aren't familiar with us, we are a new organization of individuals. We are starting a curation, world building group here on AltSpace. But it's going to be much bigger than that, but we're starting with these art walk events because we find it's a great way to bring artists together and build community. So we want to provide opportunities for artists to meet collectors, meet each other, build community. I know that being an artist, you put a lot of hard work every day behind a computer screen sometimes. So sometimes it's nice to get together with other artists and build those connections. So that's what we're doing, and having a great time doing it. Oh, my name is Jesse. For those of you who don't know me, you might know me as Caught a Ghost from Instagram. Hey, Greg, can we feel the music here?
Yeah.
I feel like, thanks, bro. I feel like I'm being lulled into like a meditative state, like I'm in a yoga class. Okay.
There we go. I'm a Reiki
All
dog.
right. So why don't we start over here if y'all follow me over this way? We're going to start with Anita Easterwood.
Oh, that's sick.
Beautiful, huh? So Anita, if you want to make your way over here in front of your piece.
That's sick.
A couple of brief notes, guys. If you're in on a Mac or PC, the navigation can be a little trickier. It's a little easier, as you can see. I'm in a VR headset, so I have full use of my hands. If you're in a Mac or PC, a couple of really useful things. If you get stuck somewhere, it's really useful to be able to teleport. On a Mac, it's just the F key will create a little arc for you, and you'll be able to jump around, like so. I believe it might be the F key as well on a PC. I'm just making sure. I think a lot of these commands are the same. Likewise, if you're having difficulty unmuting yourself, sometimes AltSpace will take over your whole computer screen, and it can be difficult to click that button. But what you do is you hit the control key and then click on the screen at the same time, and that'll give you access to unmute your mic. Anita, why don't you make your way this way so the folks at home on our live stream can see you?
Okay, perfect. Sorry, I'm
We'll have
trying
a-
my best to navigate.
I know
You
it's
all see me
arrow
now?
keys. Yeah, there you go. Hey, you figured it out. I love it. All right, cool. Let's all give Anita a round of applause. If you guys can figure out how to operate your emojis there, it's a nice way. Beautiful. So Anita, for those at home, why don't you tell the folks about yourself and what inspired this piece?
Yeah, so my name, like Jesse said, my name's Anita Easterwood. I'm a portrait artist and illustrator based in Kansas City. This piece is called, this is, first of all, it's my first NFT piece, so that was pretty fun. It's called Nothing's Been the Same. It's kind of had a mix of inspiration. So the first is talking about fashion from like the late 90s to the early 2000s. So that's the big bamboo earrings, the big afro puff. And then with the whole Bitcoin twist is because with cryptocurrency and everything like that, everything has changed the world, and especially for artists. And so the last inspiration was the Drake theme with the title and also the clouds behind it. It's kind of more of a subtle hint to Drake. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the piece.
It's beautiful. And
That's
how long
awesome.
have you been? So this is a digital illustration, or did you paint this?
Yeah, this is a digital illustration on Procreate. And if you go
Wonderful.
to the link, it's posted on OpenSea for sale. You can actually see the animation. It's like the clouds move and like the earring shimmers. But yeah, that was done all on Procreate. I'm pretty new to digital art. I've only been doing it for a little over a year, so I still consider myself a novice in that area.
I love it. It's really dope. And I definitely caught the Drake thing. But this is like a very kind of classic style of illustration. Like you see
Hmm.
these kind of images. Like if you travel around New Orleans, for example, you'll see this
Come here.
style of painting everywhere.
Hmm.
Really great. Really awesome. Uh,
Thank you.
and how long have you been like what got you into the arts?
Well, my dad's an artist, so a lot of it is genetics. So I've been
Okay.
in the arts my entire life, but as far as making it my business and taking it seriously, I would say that didn't happen until about 3 or 4 years ago. I did go to school for art, but I didn't go into art as my career. I have an educational background, but the past few years I've been challenging myself to get myself out there more.
I love it. And where can folks find you? What's the best way to connect with you on socials, etc.?
Yeah. So my Instagram is my name. So it's Anita, Anita underscore Easterwood, just like it sounds. And then my website is also my name, AnitaEasterwood.com. So be sure to follow me on Instagram. I love making new artist friends. Check out my website. And thank you, Jesse, for reaching out and just allowing me to be a part of this.
Of course, we love your work here, and we're just thrilled to have you and part of the community. Um,
Thank
the
you.
most amazing thing about starting to do these events is just like getting to watch artists interact. We'll see people like in the comment section on NFT Oasis like talking to each other, and that just like warms my heart. And I'm
Yeah.
hoping that people are going to start collaborating and putting events together and all this kind of stuff. So thank you for being here and for being part of the team.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you,
All right.
everybody.
Anita Easterwood, everybody. Avi, you want to talk about your piece next? So immediately to our left over here, we have Avi's piece. Beautiful. Okay, cool. Can we hear you?
Yeah, or can you?
All right. Yes. So Avi, why don't you tell people back home what's your, a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so my name is Abby. My full first name is Abiayua, so that's what I go by when I like do art. I'm
Okay.
a multidisciplinary artist from Texas, and I've been learning how to do or how to use Blender to 3D model during the pandemic. So this is one of the things. Wait, what does this thing say? Okay. Um, what this is one of the drops I did. I actually did two, and one of them sold on Foundation. But basically, also during the pandemic, I've been doing like research on pre-colonial Nigeria because Nigeria, the country, didn't exist before the British came, basically, and so everyone is from like different tribes and whatnot. And so I found this method of art that Igbo women were doing called uli, and they would draw on their bodies. But the British missionaries tried to discourage them from doing that. And then I was drawing the comparison to when like black women get really long nails and extravagant nails, and people sometimes call it like tacky or ghetto and other negative things. So I just kind of combined the two in order to just celebrate the fact that black women should be able to express themselves freely and beautify themselves by their own standards. So yeah, this is also on Foundation, and it's called Mili Onwa, which means moon water, and so it has the symbols for water and the moon on there. It's an animated piece, so when you go to Foundation, you would be able to see it.
That's amazing. All right, Abiua, that's correct. The way I'm saying that.
Ebiayua.
Abiua. Okay, gotcha. Really beautiful piece. I love the metallic textures. Look really beautiful, and the backstory, symbology between the about the moon and everything is extremely gorgeous. What
Thank
else?
you.
What else are you working on right now?
I'm working on another one with like another symbol because I was able to find like an article that has all the symbols and the meanings on them. And then
Hmm.
I also have collaborations that I'm working with. I'm part of the African NFT community. And so we collaborate with each other and stuff. And so, yeah, if anybody wants to join, you can. So just let me know.
And how would they reach out? Is there a dedicated Instagram page or Discord or something?
Yeah, there's a Discord. How would I don't know. How would I
Or they
share
should just
that?
probably just tap in with you on Instagram. Is probably is that the easiest?
Yeah, that would be the easiest. So it's
Or-
just abieyua.art, ABIEYUWA.art, or you can go to the picture for this event. I'm tagged on there too. So yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah, so if you look on the NFT Oasis Instagram, guys, we've been tagging everybody to make sure you guys are able to connect. And also, if you go to nftoasis.co/artwalk, we've got bios for everybody. If there's somebody who, you wanted to connect with, you didn't get a chance to. Thank you, Abby. This is really amazing piece. Thanks for being part of the event today.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting
Awesome.
me.
Abby Ayua, everybody. Round of applause. Make some noise, some emoji noise. All right, cool. David, you wanna go next, man?
All right.
All right, if you guys will follow us over to our left today. Let's see, we got David Coleman's piece over here.
All
Amazing,
right.
beautiful.
All right. I'm not great with navigating this program yet. I just downloaded it yesterday, so
We're
please
all
bear with
just
me.
trying to navigate, you know what I mean?
How
We're
do
just
I
trying to.
get up?
Oh yeah, so if you're stuck, guys, so the F key will allow you to jump back and forth, like a little
Oh,
teleport function.
okay. Thank you.
Okay. All right.
All right, beautiful. Uh, David, why don't you tell us about this piece and about your artistic endeavors?
Okay. All right. Well, let me hold on. I'm full screen. It's completely all right. This piece is called "Bring Your Own Wave." Um, it's basically about a mindset. I was just trying to turn a mindset into an illustration. So it's the idea of not following what other people are doing. We get so caught up in social media or following either algorithms or what other trends or what everybody's doing. And I just kind of wanted to make a piece that just says like, be confident in what your wave is, bring your own, sort of ideas to the table, be yourself, be comfortable in your own skin, and just, bring your own wave. Like let people will follow your wave. Let people follow your wave. There has to be innovators in every aspect of our lives. Like be a leader, be an innovator.
I love it, man. It's really beautiful. She looks like her body language is so free and expressive, and the brushstrokes are really gorgeous. Is this a digital
Thank you.
painting or a physical painting or?
It's digital. Did it in Procreate.
Cool, awesome. I mean, it's amazing. Like the software has progressed so much that you can create really real feeling textures in a digital format. Like I would, if you had told me this was a physical painting, I would totally believe you. It's amazing.
Well, I tried to I haven't been doing digital that long. My background is in fine art, and
Mm,
so whenever I do the majority of my digital pieces, I try to make them seem as if they're traditional. So
yeah,
I try to leave all of the imperfections in, or I don't clean up the brush strokes. Like I would leave it just like if it was a traditional piece.
very cool. And wow, it's amazing. Really great piece. Are you
Thank
from
you.
Philadelphia? Is that right?
Yes, I'm from Philadelphia.
Gotcha. How does do you feel like your city inspires your work in any way? Like, how do you? What's the scene like over there?
Of course. I mean, the art scene as far as where I'm particularly from, like, I'm not a prominent part of the art scene. Is as a person of color in Philadelphia, coming from my background, uh, there's not a lot of. It's kind of hard to get into the mainstream art scene in Philadelphia if you're a person of color. So
Sure.
as far as my city, like just the overall like mindset of my city, the grittiness, the that blue collar kind of attitude and work ethic. I feel like I try to put that into my pieces, like in just texture and just that kind of grit. Like there's always, I love those imperfections and that sort of attitude of just trying to make something out of nothing, and always have like
Yeah.
high, like aspirations for yourself regardless of like where you're from and how other people view you.
Yeah. Beautiful. This piece really, really connects. I love it.
Thank you.
And what you said about the fine art scene being exclusive and kind of like particularly exclusive to people of color historically, it's such a common um, perception and problem, and it's something that I think we're really trying to set a different objective here. And the metaverse offers like a completely different opportunity where we can bypass all the traditional gatekeepers in the art world and just really build something that creates a space for every different type of expression, every different type of artist. So um, today's event happens to be on Juneteenth, so we are featuring a lot of Black American artists and people throughout the diaspora. So I think that's one of the great possibilities of building community in the metaverse is that you can just sidestep all the traditional power structures that were there, just create organic community. So, I mean, there's evidently just such an amazing abundance of really talented work here today. So, we thank you guys all for being here. David, where can people find you online? What's your best contact info, etc.?
First of all, I just want to thank you for like inviting me to this event, and it's been super dope. Just like meeting people here, and like you said, like having a space for everybody just to display their art. You can catch me at on Instagram at yescase for king. My site yescaseforking.com. You can catch me on Giphy at yescase for king. You can catch me. I mean, if you go to my site, all of my links are there. But yes, Case for King for all my handles. I run numerous Instagram pages. 16-bit Lotus for pixel art. I sketch yoga for yoga-based illustrations. So, any of those platforms.
Awesome. Well, yeah, like I said, we one of the big projects that we're trying to develop here at the NFT Oasis is an infrastructure for artists to build their own events. So, if you guys have ideas for events, obviously, David, you're involved in a lot of different things, as I imagine everybody here is. So, please tap in with us and each other. And if there's anything we can do to facilitate you guys putting on your own exhibitions, etc., just let us know. All right, let's move over to, I believe it was Michael has a piece over here. If you guys will head across this way. Michael, aka Dark Myths, is making
Yes,
his way
how are
over.
you?
He was momentarily trapped behind the boulder.
Yeah, thank
All right.
you.
Michael, do you prefer Michael Dark Myths? What do you go
Dark
by?
Mist is fine. Dark
Dark Myths.
Mist.
Okay, great. So, why don't you tell the audience a little bit about yourself?
Okay, thank you. I'm an international artist originally born in Ghana, but I reside in California at this time. Most of my art I consider is Afrofuturism, but I'm actually doing more of Afro-cosmic art. So it's kind of a something I'm pioneering because most of my art, some of it seems like as it deals with spirituality, but it's very cosmic, just very dreamy.
Oh, my bad, guys. Sorry, I was trying to megaphone Dark Myth's voice, and I think I muted him
Oh,
by
it's
accident.
okay. Can you hear me okay?
There you are. Okay, now
Okay.
everybody should be able to hear you better. Go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, a lot of my art is considered Afro-cosmic. Most of what I do just has to do with space, the universe. Um, I haven't mentioned this much, but I've experienced two. two near-death experiences, and so as I do my art, I'm starting to think that it might have something to do with it because
Hmm.
most of these pieces came from very, very interesting, vivid dreams, and I thought that maybe it's time that I start kind of representing what I saw. And this piece, um, how it all came out. So this piece is called Mawu. Is actually based on an African god, the goddess of creation. However, I took it to spin into my own sort of thing because I just love storytelling, and I had a dream long, long time ago. Uh, this was maybe a month after a near-death experience. I remember there were these three dark figures that came in, and there's another figure coming from a different way, and I thought that she was the good one, the others were bad. But I remember kind of the jewelry kind of was on the face, and it was just weird. And so I thought, when I started doing this piece, I wanted to start bringing elements um, of cosmic reality in here. So this one, she is the goddess of creation, as in West African culture. She doesn't have eyes, and I've been asked about that. Why does she have eyes? And basically, so what she's made of galaxy dust and precious metals, all those little gold material metals. And it's basically I'm starting a whole series based on this character. I just entered a new piece today, which is the elephants that she walks with as she comes into different exoplanets. So a lot of the art that you see on my pages are very kind of cosmic, lots of clouds, plants, and royalty. I use a lot of black and gold. Those are usually the colors that I use. So you'll notice that my style will be based around cosmics, black and gold. And it's not mainly black and gold for the skin, it's just the galactic colors. I was thinking of dark matter. I was thinking of if my characters come from the cosmics and are made from cosmic dust, what do they look like? And the dreads, of course, is to represent the locks made from clay of the exoplanets. And then of course my planetary system. I put this in a lot of my pieces here. um, I'm really into how the stars and moons affect us, and so all of my pieces I kind of bring this element, and it's just she's just kind of saying that this is the goddess creator. And this piece was the entry of her character into my series. So that's how
This
this has
piece
come up.
is this piece is so amazing, dude. I really really personally respond to this a lot.
Thank you.
It's so gorgeous, and the way that you have the jewelry kind of coming to life off of her body is so incredible. I'd love to see.
Yeah.
Is there an animated version of this piece?
So I am working on cinematics, and so that
Mm.
idea when this was coming out is the idea behind the cinematics is there will be, I want to reveal the magical type of power she has, and that's what all this is magnetism. The moon has a lot to do with gravity. So in the future animations, I actually plan to make all of this come to life as she's creating something, everything from dirt and soil. So it's actually going to take very, very interesting turn. So for now, the drops are more of introducing the characters and their stories, and then it'll materialize into something very magical.
Yeah, I think you've got something really special here in the way of like I could almost see this turning into a whole graphic novel series or something. Like I think
Yes, that's what I was
this
thinking
whole
as it materializes. Uh-huh.
yeah, just because you've clearly got like a really strong kind of like mythology worked out for yourself about this whole character and universe here. So I think I'm very curious to see where you run with it. We're
Thank you.
all gonna be staying abreast of your development here with this.
I
All right,
appreciate it.
Darkness, where can everybody find you?
So the easiest way, find me on Instagram as Dark Myths, as my name is spelled. And I have a link tree on my bio so that it links to all of my minted works and all the new work that I am minting and pushing out. So Dark Myths in Instagram, and it will link to my Twitter and all my other accounts.
Amazing. Darkness, give him a round of applause, everybody. Let's see.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Amazing. So let's see. I'm while we're doing this, I'm looking on a separate screen to get our order going here. So bear with me for one moment. It's pretty funny wearing a headset and trying to look at a computer at the same time. Let's see. We have is Andrew with us today? Andrew Lamb. No, I think maybe not. Um, I see Kev, um, whose piece I believe is downstairs. Just trying to kind of touch on all the ones that we have upstairs first. Why don't we head outside? Because I saw Kagiso, Blackguard. Your piece is outside, so why don't we take a little stroll around the outside here? I think let's go across the gallery and outside. And if you follow me through these doors here to the right, we will see Blackguard Art's piece. All right. Do you prefer to go by Blackguard, Kagiso?
I guess any name you guys want to call me is fine because Blackguard is sort of my artistic name or artist name, and then Akhiso is my actual name. So
All right. Well,
I don't
let's
know.
let's
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 switch.
go with Blackguard. Blackguard, tell the people back home on the live stream a little bit about yourself.
So I'm a 20-year-old artist